Oil drilling. I think that's like that's a huge thing. Like you can't be mad at, like, do you want the gas prices to be at $6, $7 every time the Democrats, they're like, oh, we're going to stop mining for oil. And then the gas prices jump to $6 until it comes election days and it's back down to $3. How do they do that?
Major roles in majority of business cycles, economic cycles with elections, as listened to somebody from Goldman Sachs today, is based on oil price and liquidity.
Yeah.
So then like a couple things that Trump has mentioned, and it's like weighing out inflation against the strength of the dollar.
Yeah.
He doesn't want the dollar to be too strong because then doing anything in the US is way more expensive than doing anything elsewhere. Yeah. And inflation goes up with proposed tariffs that he's bringing up.
Yeah.
So I guess they were saying like there's no real way for him to get both, like control inflation and get a weaker dollar. But I guess like if you drill a crap ton of oil and drive the oil price down, then you could potentially, I don't know if that would be enough to control inflation while driving like the dollar strength down.
I just like the whole idea of like US being able to get their own oil and not
to be self-sufficient.
Yeah, self-sufficient. You're not.
Then you make more decisions with what's best for you, right? And you're not dependent. Like we were just saying with like supply systems, supply shocks and stuff. Like our systems are pretty fragile, so being more independent is probably a good thing.
People are afraid they're not going to be able to get their Alibaba toys and stuff for Christmas.
It's not going to be as cheap.
Yeah, so might as well just get it before now. Christmas. Yeah,
get January 20th. Is that inauguration day? Or, get all your
instead of but like instead of printing money, like if you're drilling and getting oil, and that's pretty much like printing money, but actually like making yourselves money, like to kind of pay off the deficit, right? If you're doing it to good level,
kind of, but it's a little more complex than that.
Yeah.
Same thing. Like they say, like it's going to mostly benefit those energy companies.
Yeah.
That's where it's going to come. But they also take a margin. So I don't know how that would like.
But they tax them. Work. The U.S. taxes them, right?
They do.
There's a tax.
They do. Yeah, that's definitely like captured on larger contracts.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like the industrial war machine.
Yeah.
Like we're going to send money to Israel and Ukraine, but they're going to buy those weapons from likely Boeing.
Yeah.
Like spend money on defense contracts here. Those are our tax dollars going to them to buy stuff from larger corporations here. So I don't know. It's capitalism, I guess.
Yeah. But it's better that way than people thinking they're getting a raise for their hourly wage, and then where the corporate system's going to take that out from their salary as taxes, and like the groceries they're buying that are owned by the same company.
Yeah, cost of living goes up way more than your hourly wage does.
Yeah, we can continue to give you a raise, but we're going to raise your grocery store price.
$18 a dozen.
Yeah, how are you going to, you're going to work an hour to, pay just for the eggs you're going to eat.
Yeah.
I
think some reasonable wage increases, but again, you got to let the markets speak.
Yeah.
You can't just.
Because it almost doubled, like
what?
I think
Cost
in the last
groceries?
No, just the wages, minimum wage. Like, I don't know. Like, I think before this election, our MAs were half the amount they get now. That's like
back
pretty
in 2020.
Big. Yeah.
You're saying.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of things.
Like people starting out, I think minimum wage was probably $13-14 an hour.
It was less than that, I think.
Yeah.
That's multifactorial. It's not just one reason. There's a lot of people that left the workforce, a lot of people that didn't want to work, could afford to stay at home. And so it would take more to get somebody out of their house to come. And on top of that, price of everything was increasing.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, I have to make a living.
Yeah.
Like that I can't just do work and lose money on this too. So it's kind of like, I don't know, profits and losses, maybe. Am I giving people too much credit?